We all feel doubt. We all have times where we have to sort of break the spell and sit down and see if anything's actually fucking working. But as soon as you start checking, it breaks. And that checking, that analyzing, is extra dangerous for highly self-aware creators. When you start thinking about it, you're sort of dead in the water, because that vision that you have, it's heavy, it's inflated, it's grand. You need that, but not when you're analyzing. It's like using a sledgehammer for surgery. It's just the wrong tool. A thinker, a dreamer, a creator of any kind, really, has to cultivate almost a delusional sense of direction, free of checking, and a degree of patience that is hard for most other people to stomach. You cannot resolve the big question of, is this working or not, in your head. It resolves in you when you agree to bear the mystery of it. So when the energy is being sucked from your eyeballs from this plague of, is this working? I want you to use these 4 refiners to help you reorient yourself back to the mission. And if you want a structured approach to break free of overthinking and constant checking, check out the silencer below. Most creators don't lack ideas or passion. We all feel that lit feeling of the beginning, but most people struggle with patience when things start to feel quiet. We get our hopes up and we ride that honeymoon high, and things feel clear and things feel functional. And then that quiet, disillusioned middle starts to creep in. And what do the majority of people do in that quiet middle? They adjust. They mistake the novelty being gone for something actually being wrong. And so those adjustments, they start to feel rational. Most of the time, we need more tries. We need more volume. We need more meat on the bone. We have to run more experiments before we can actually make any real adjustments. In hindsight, every single one of my wins came after a pretty long period of disillusionment where I had to let go of, is this working or not? And I had to keep my stomach and not adjust. I truly have learned that one of the cruel ironies of really any creative project is the less you analyze it, the quicker things seem to work out on their own. If you're the boss of the thing, my friend, you have signed up for a marathon, and you've got to cultivate ways to keep a strong stomach when adjustment seems like the only right thing to do. There is nothing that zaps you of your confidence more than flailing for guarantees. For most of us, the reason why we create is because of insecurity and fear and a reach for something better than our present reality. It's something that we can't see. So how can you possibly expect to have solid footing on something that you can't see? When you're constantly checking to see if it's working or not, you are gluing a mask on your face, and it is blinding you and it's muzzling you. You're essentially creating anti-creativity. And that mask is sneaky and it's intoxicating because, of course, you want to be sure of at least a little something. But as soon as you put that thing on, it's really hard to take off. I know a few really successful killers, right? 2 musicians, 1 filmmaker, and all 3 of them seem to be sort of like mad scientists. They have an almost Jedi sense of viewing every single project as an experiment. And if something is an experiment, it can be both wild and objective. It doesn't have to cater to ego. An experiment also has a beginning and an end. It's not susceptible to endless, ambiguous tweaking, right? It can really live, or it can really die, and both are okay. Ambitious creators get really precious with the approach. We get attached to time and place and versions. The most consistent creators I know really see things as building blocks of each other. An iteration is a moldable entity, right? It doesn't require some flawless function. It only requires evolution based on feedback. You already know by now that you start something and then it becomes something else. So trust in that iteration and notice that you stop working when you stop seeing your project as a living organism that changes as it needs. When you're constantly poking at it to get it to move how you thought it would, you're fucked. So here's the practical move. When you catch yourself checking to see if it's working, don't adjust anything. Just go back to one more small rep. Define what a rep actually is to you. Not results, not success, just the next unit of output. One track, one video, one post, one session, and then run 10 to 20 of those before you even think about adjusting anything. Most people never even give their work enough volume to actually see what it is trying to become. I'm not asking you to become anti-adjustment and just deer in the headlights, throw Hail Marys, pissing in the wind, praying for the best. No, I'm asking you to stop prematurely checking if it's working, especially if you haven't even defined what working means. The more you trust your gut and the more you let your project live and breathe and grow on its own, the more sustainable it's going to be for you. Stop wasting all of that energy and confidence on the check and start putting it into surviving the quiet middle. Chances are you're closer than you think. Sign up for my free newsletter below and please stop checking. I believe in you.